Hey, what's going on, guys? Today we're going to be going over airbag deleting and an oil cooler for the Sc300. Alright, so basically I didn't get any footage of this. It was a late night. For any of the stuff that I showed, it was a late night and I didn't have my camera and I didn't have it charged. So basically what I'm going to go over is deleting my airbag. Basically, I'll just go over how I did it. Basically, you pull these bolts, and then there's also a pop clip under here. Now underneath, there's also two pop clips that take this cover off, and there's a screw here and a screw over here, and that takes off that. And then basically this whole thing from like right here down will come off, and then there'll be two harnesses, one for the light and one for a switch, and this whole thing will just come out. And then there are five bolts, two here, or one here, one over here, three in the middle, and then there's one all the way in the back that hold this airbag in. And then you pull the airbag out, unhook the harness with the battery unhooked to pull the airbag out. And basically, it's weird, I don't know why people have done it, but they delete this whole thing completely to get rid of the airbag because they have no way to put anything back in place. But what I did was took this whole entire unit apart and pulled the airbag explosive out, and I pulled the bag, which I'll show you guys. Here's a completely unexploded, intact airbag matting. It's actually kind of cool, but basically there's some brackets in there, and you pull the brackets out and it releases this bag, but you have to get the explosive out, which I'll show you guys. Don't mind my mess, I'm still cleaning. So this is the explosive. We'll probably have some fun with this on a later video. I don't know what I'll do with it, but basically this slides inside. There's a bolt on the end that holds it on. You take the bolt out, and there's a plastic cover on this side you gotta unhook, and then that slides that out. Once you slide that out, then that bag will come out. So it was pretty simple. Not a whole lot to it. So once I did that, I put the shell back together and just put it back in, and now it looks like factory, other than there's no airbag there. The whole airbag system in this car has been deactivated, so I don't get an airbag light. The airbags wouldn't have worked anyway. But if you're deleting it and it still is active, which all I did was unplug the ECU for it, you always want to unhook the battery, because if something happens and it discharges, you're getting a big smack in the face, if not something bad happening. So make sure you always unhook the battery before you mess with airbags. One thing I'll show you guys I didn't mention is, I'm sure you've seen it, I got the wing back on. Spring is pretty much almost here, so I figured it's about that time to get the wing back on. The only reason I took it off was for winter. I thought the car was going to end up sitting outside, and the RX-7 was supposed to be in the garage, but it ended up, the snow hit way before I could get the car back in the garage, so I ended up putting this in the garage, so I didn't really have to take the wing off. But spring's right around the corner, I figure it won't hurt to put this on, and it's still in the garage because that thing's stuck out here until I do something with it. So now I got the big wing back on there. I'll go over the next topic is an oil cooler. I bought the Mishimoto 10-row oil cooler. I got a really good deal on it, brand new, so I couldn't pass it up. or else I would have went with a 25 row. But basically for that, you can see this aluminum plate here underneath the frame rails were bolt holes that were already there and threaded. So basically I went to Home Depot, bought this aluminum flat bar stock, trimmed it to size, drilled a hole in it, figured out where I wanted the cooler to be, which was right here. Drilled the 4 holes, and I basically mounted the cooler. Now the reason I chose here is because in the future I may want to upgrade to the 25 row, and with the way it's set up, it'll sit higher and take up all this space and get, you know, bigger. It fits perfect with the reservoir here. The horn eventually will be gone, and it just fit perfect where it was. Now as for airflow, the airflow is going to be a little restricted because there is this aluminum bumper in the way, but I figure it should still work pretty efficiently because there'll be some airflow, and it's probably already working efficiently for the fact that there is one. This car didn't have an oil cooler. So the lines came pre-assembled. I routed them through the headlight. They come down around the power steering and then go underneath the frame rails. And then up here you can see them come through the frame rails and then over to where the oil filter is. But it definitely works. You warm this sucker up, that cooler gets pretty hot. And then I just put a brand new filter on, K&N, and I'm hoping this will keep some of that engine temp down on the oil. One thing you don't want to happen is your oil to get too hot and it start breaking down on you, and then your oil is no longer oil. It actually starts losing its wear additives and starts wearing your engine out. So that's something that you don't want. So basically this is pretty much it. I'm definitely pretty stoked about this. It fit real nice. It does jiggle a little bit up and down, but that's I don't care. It's solid. It ain't going nowhere. So now that it's nice out, I'll give you guys a good look at what this car looks like with the wing on it. Shut the hood. So basically, that's what it looks like. A lot of people hate the wing, a lot of people love the wing. I personally like it. In reality, it probably doesn't do a whole lot for this car because it doesn't make a lot of power. Because it doesn't make enough power, it doesn't go fast enough, so it doesn't actually need downforce. So for this car, until it gets boosted, it's probably more of a look function than anything. But I just like the way it looks. One day it will serve a purpose, so I don't really care. I got some new wheels I'm picking up for this car. They're not actual like wheels that are gonna, like right now they're a matching set of wheels. They're just burn offs. But I couldn't beat the deal a buddy gave me on them. They're only a set of 2, but there's 3 sets. The one set is a pair of iForged 18x10s. Another one is a set of XXRs, 18x10.5, and they're actually the same wheels that are on the RX-7 except 18s. Those are 17s. I don't remember what model that is. And then a set of 18x9 TSWs. Don't know the model, Basically, they're all coming with new tires, and the 3-piece wheels are really expensive because they're eye-forged, but like I said, I couldn't beat the deal, and I need more burn-off, so I have a bunch of 18-inch tires, and I don't have any 18-inch wheels other than the wheels right here, which I don't think I'm going to run because these are Lancer wheels, and they have these enlarged holes for a special lug nut, and I'm not gonna buy the lug nuts just to put these on, so I'm probably just gonna pull the tires off because they're like brand new and sell the rims. So alright guys, I should have more footage coming out. I think next weekend we are gonna start working on the BMW. The coil packs will be here, so we can get it running and get it in the garage and start working on the coilovers, the SLR kit, get it running good, get it ready because it needs a lot of work. I've been putting all my time into this thing. BMW needs a lot of attention. This is pretty close to ready. I'm waiting on BC to send me over the coilovers and my sponsorship package, I guess you could call it, but it's like a 3-week wait because they're getting built custom, so they should be here eventually. But as for this thing, this is pretty much it for the videos for this for now. It's probably mostly all going to be focused on the BMW after here. But alright guys, if you like the videos, if you want to see more of the Sc300, the BMW 325i, and the RX-7, subscribe. If you guys have any questions, concerns, comments, leave a comment below. And peace out, guys.